It affected Carrie and I very differently. Carrie felt that there was a bit of a competition going on, or she was trying to compete, or felt that she needed to compete or be as good or as funny or as talented as my mother. Me, I just enjoyed the shade. Debbie was a huge personality and so talented, but she was also at the core one of the great mothers of all time. And so that's the part of it I knew. And so I just enjoyed being her son, and her success was our pleasure. And it gained us great privilege in life, and we got to do and see a lot of things that few people have seen and done. Carrie was in England during the first Star Wars, and she was 19, and Harrison was in his 30s, and they had an impetuous affair, and I was aware of it. Not in any huge detail, because it wasn't like that big of a thing. It wasn't like it was such an ongoing thing. But Carrie had sworn me to secrecy on it, and no one had ever said anything to my mother. Now, many years later, my mother saved everything, including Carrie's diaries. And they had been stored in our archives, family archives. And at one point, I showed them to my mother, and she said, give Carrie some of these diaries, because I think she'd really get a kick out of reading some of her early writings. And so the one I gave her was the one about Star Wars and being in England, and I didn't read it, so I didn't know all what was in there. But I gave it to her, and then she created the Princess Diaries book around the diary that I brought to her. And in there, of course, it outlines this fling that she had with Harrison. She shows it to my mother at some point, and my mother is like, not a good idea to tell the Harrison story. You know, Carrie's like, nobody cares anymore. It was so long ago. It's 30 years, more, 40 years ago almost. Nobody cares. My mom's like, nah, you know, people do care, but you know. My sister didn't listen. Of course, she publishes the book with this story. And it became a bit of a salacious tale that certain people were offended by or didn't approve of. And it was funny because Carrie, who's sort of immune to some types of criticism, you know, she went back to my mom and was like, hey, maybe I shouldn't have told that story. You know, my mom was like, what can I say? Mothers know a few things. He had just moved in, and he was showing us around the house, and I had just gotten to town, and being a teenager, he assumed that, you know, Carrie and I were smoking a little pot or weed or whatever we called it in those days. And so he puts his arm around me and he goes, hey man, puts a couple joints in my pocket. He goes, don't go to strangers. And I looked at him and I went, hey, cool, man, okay. I was like, Flash, this is a strange thing, because I had only known him from like the movies. I was a little kid when he made the movie The Rat Race with my mother, and you know, nobody was even thinking in these terms. So to see him this sort of cool adult, at that moment, my mother didn't know Carrie and I were smoking pot at all. So he was kind of even hiding it from her. So it was a little bit of a revelation. And so, you know, at different times, you literally had these standoff positions that you had to take at times. So we were in the middle of one of those. But when Carrie and I got face to face, there was no way to have any of that. It just melted away, because the blood, the relationship between brother and sister, the bond is so deep that when you get face to face, she could do it through her assistant or over the phone. She could keep some distance, but we were together, and she broke down, you know, and said, we have to be okay with each other. It's the foundation, you know, and so it's nice to have that memory, you know, to fall on. But you know, of course, there were millions of great moments between us, and so I frequently think on those things. Also, she visits me in my dreams, and I appreciate that too. She just led right into, you know, I really loved Carrie. And she said it kind of like that, and then she paused, and she goes, I don't mean that I don't love you. I said, I know that. You know, I understand. I know what you mean. And she says, I really need to be with her. I miss her. I need to be with her. And in effect, she closed her eyes within moments of that and just went to sleep.
Okay, but I'm showing them on here.
And it was a beautiful exit in many ways, and it was, I think it was almost a gift to me. You know, nobody wants to see a bad exit. I've seen people tortured, you know, through sickness and other things, and she just wanted to be and missed Carrie. Also, it was her mission in life always to look after Carrie. Carrie was a little bit more needy than me. I was brought onto this earth to be Carrie's companion. I tell that story in the beginning of the book. Literally, I was brought here so Carrie wouldn't be alone. And my mother went with her in the end where I could not go, so she would not be alone.
Well, I have to say happy Saturday night to everybody. First of all, we're just really happy to be here. And you know what? I would have never known about that piece that came out today. It was
Slouch down in your chair, otherwise I have to run back and adjust your camera.
Oh, I can't
I was
get
chopping
down.
your head out.
I can't get down. Man,
right,
I think it looks good.
It's okay, I'll go to the back and move everything here.
But I got a text this morning from Joe Curcillo, who's a good friend of mine and a great mentalist. And he texted me a link and he said, Todd is on Fox Digital News. And I was like, what? So I looked at it and I showed it to Todd when he woke up and I said, this is kind of cool. So that was a nice big surprise, wasn't it? Indeed. Just so happens.
I always like entertaining myself with my stories.
well, you entertain all of us with your stories. That
Do
is
I?
for
Well,
sure.
I hope I'm not too boring to some.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't think that you could ever be boring. You're anything but that, let me tell you.
You're biased.
No, well, okay. I'll take that word on this.
You are biased.
I'm biased. There you go. I said it. Oh my God, I'm going to get cancel cultured.
No, you could be
I'm biased
You could be
towards
biased
you
that's
because
right.
I think that you're awesome. How about that?
When I'm asleep.
And when you're sleeping. Exactly. So happy Saturday, everybody. It's really good to be here tonight. We are all alone tonight. We don't have John. We don't have a producer tonight.
No, we do.
We have the producer.
Look who's on.
We have the executive producer, which I'm so glad. Ryan, are you there?
I
am here.
Oh, it's so weird that I can say, Ryan, are you here? And it, like God, the
there
voice comes down from the heavens. Oh, Ryan!
I wasn't expecting to be on, as you know,
so you didn't get your makeup and hair done?
He had to get his makeup and hair done.
You got to rush into makeup.
He was like, "You don't
quick.
need me tonight." I need you. Oh, do I need you tonight? Because you make me feel better, Ryan. You just make me happy.
Well,
how about?
Well, how about
It's true.
How about I just keep them up here then, and you
Yeah,
just have them whenever
I'm
you
gonna
want
keep them up there. And then, Ryan, the one thing I didn't do is the one thing I didn't get done is
print the trivia.
You are becoming a mind reader, or you just know me after all these years really well. But I didn't get a chance to print the trivia, so if you want to email that to me, I can read it off of mine, or you can read it.
Let him read it.
I'll let you
Why
read
do
it.
we have him here otherwise?
I mean, of course, this
What's
is
the point of having him if you're not going to let him do something?
Well, I always want him to do something. So, okay, so let's just see who's here before we get started. Laetess is here, Jama Taylor, Kathy Wick, hello there, Anna Harris, Frank Ferruccio, Judith IDK, Kathy Hobbs, everybody saying hi to you, Ryan, Jill Daniel, hi Jill, Francine Lobner, we've got, let's see, Vicki Giddens, Luke Neary, hello. Oh, Luke said, you're a great, cool man.
Cool, maybe.
You are a great man. Julian Golden, Renee Simmons, Stephen Edwards. Hello, Stephen. Sharon Amorosa. I'm so happy you're here tonight. I just last night got a chance to go through some of these messages, and I saw, finally I got to see what you were talking about last night, and so I want you to please wish your husband, our best from us. It's a lot that he's had to go through, and you too, and it's never easy, but we are certainly thinking of you both right now, and so please let him know that. Tammy Wilson is here. Francine Lobner, Trace Lynn George. Who else? Jama's here. Deb Tyler's here. Anna Papa Georgiou. Barbara Hammond. Nikki Luongo. She did the ultimate mama move, she said about your mom. Hey, Seth, I sent you a text, so make sure you check it out. Carlos Luvano, hello. Happy Catterday, he says. That's really, it's Catterday. I like that. Thanks so much. Hab Jones is here. Debbie Augustine is here. Jan Hanley, Diane Vogt. We have got a nice house here tonight. If I didn't say your name, I'm sure it'll pop up. I'm really happy that
we
you're
could sit here all night and you could read everybody's name.
Well,
and
Lisa
that could
Falls.
be the show.
Well, you know what? If you don't read the names of the people who are here, what fun is it if you don't do that?
You got to give everybody screen credit.
You got to have screen credit, no doubt about it. I love that. That was a neat piece, and I love that you were on Fox News. That made
was
me
good.
really happy.
That was good. Well, we brought some other.
Because Ryan knows I'm like addicted to
We brought
it.
some other interesting things tonight. Hey, Ryan, we're going to do. It sounds like we're going to do 3 items here
We are?
Oh, great.
because we picked out something very special.
Oh, yeah.
From the archives. In fact, for those of you that are not aware of this. As you know, we've been building backstage, and we finished the back. Not all. It's
Oh,
mostly
God, Ryan,
finished.
wait till you see.
So we moved.
I'm very excited to
Oh,
see it.
this
Yeah.
theater is beautiful.
Well,
beautiful.
but the backstage now holds pieces of the archive till we
Archives
can get
and-
another
yes,
room finished. And so while we were there, there were some requests from the usual suspects for something special. So
Yep.
we spent some time digging, and what we came up with is a pretty cool item. We came up with
Oh, don't tell him yet. We got a clip to show. A clip to show.
And in addition to that,
Yes.
we also have 2 items that Ryan put together, right, Ryan? So this is going to be.
I think we should only do 2 things. It gets very confusing, and there's not enough of us to be checking these things.
Well, what do you want to do? Because
so I want to do the
there's
special.
the other 2 items that we have as possibilities.
Okay, so I would say let's do the red one. So we'll do the red one.
I don't know, Ryan. What do
I
you
can
think?
put one online.
Well,
Okay,
Ryan,
so you want to do the Star Wars because the cool one is behind me.
I could put something online for the week.
well, it's either that or you have to do all 3 items. So.
Yeah, no, all 3. There's not enough
I'll
of
do
us. My
whatever
God.
you want to do.
All right, so let's do. We'll do the. Let's just do 1, and you can put those other 2 on the Debbie page. How about that?
Sure.
Okay, that'll
what
make
you wanna
life
do.
really easy.
All right,
See,
so-
Todd doesn't.
Okay.
He's not. He doesn't know the minutia and how long it takes and how
Well,
hairy it gets.
I think, so there's a Carrie item then that he's going to put up, which is one of Carrie's little action figures plus one of the Star Wars envelopes from 2007 with the stamp plus the enlargement. So it's sort of a nice package. That's a pretty cool thing. And then it'll come with a certificate of authenticity. And then the Debbie item, you could explain that. I mean, you're the one that pulled it out of her closet. so.
Actually, I think Liz pulled that out of the closet. That is a Dior scarf and a pair of her red shoes that look like they should be on a doll because they're so tiny. In fact, so we'll put those up on the Debbie page, but what we have, we're going to tell you for the auction live. We will tell you after we watch this clip. Okay?
Okay, it's not a bad thought.
Yeah, it's a good thought, actually.
All right.
Then I get to see who's here. Okay.
So what we're doing here then is I have to just scan up to, oh no, I have it. Do I have it where it belongs? No. I just have to get up to where the costume change
I'm
occurs.
really happy. I'd like to just tell everybody that my hair finally stopped. What do you call it? Shedding. Isn't that a beautiful way of saying it, Ryan? Instead of falling out, we say
I am ready when
it
you are.
stopped shedding. I'm so happy. So
well, I guess do I
7
set
months.
this clip up? I don't say nothing?
No, you can say this is from Irene.
Okay, so 1975, my mother is doing in 71 and 2, she did Irene on Broadway. And then later in 75, she came back and did a couple of numbers at the Desert Inn Hotel. And this is, very early video, so it's not incredible quality. The sound's pretty good, but you're going to see her performing a couple of the more famous numbers from Irene, which is she was nominated for a Tony Award. It was the highest grossing play in the history of New York for a few years running.
Wow.
And anyway, so this is a number from that. And so off we go.
All right, I think you better go man the back, though,
Why?
so you can see if we're going to get put in jail.
Thank you. Dignity. Always dignity. Of course, I wanted to wear a very simple dress. You know, very chic. How can you do that with Alice Blue gown? I just think they gave me too many ruffles. I know that a lot of you didn't see the play, Irene. But if I may, I'd like to tell you something about the music. I mean, there was so much score in that show that I never really knew about, like Wild Over Me, and I'm Always Chasing Rainbows. Songs like that. You Made Me Love You. In fact, I'd love to sing you some songs from some other plays I've done. But I haven't done any other plays, so this is it. And if I may, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about the story. The story is about a poor Irish girl who falls in love with a handsome, rich American. And they get married, and they live happily ever after. It's a fairy tale. I should know. If Hal, are you all right out there? And Dick? You know, I sang this one particular song, which is my favorite song from that play. I sang it for 2 years, and I never got tired of singing it. I guess it's because what the lyric has to say is perhaps a bit like me. I'm always chasing rainbows, watching clouds drifting by. My dreams are just like all my schemes ending in the sky. Some people look and find the sunshine. I always look and find the rain. Some people make a winning sometime, but I never even make a game. Believe me, I'm always chasing rainbows, waiting to find a little bluebird in vain. You made me love you. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. You made me glad. But there were times when you made me feel so bad. You made me cry. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I want to love. That's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. No, I do now. Give me what I cry for. You got the branded kisses that I die for. You know you made me love you. All right. Give me what I cry for. You know you got the brand of kisses that I die for. You know you made me. You know you made me. You know you made me.
never seen that.
You know what's cool about that?
What?
Is that the
Now our sound is.
I know
it-
I'll have to move again.
Okay.
But I'll just quickly say that I don't know if all of you noticed the band cart moved from way the heck in the back of the stage to literally your lap. If you're sitting in the front row, you were looking up at the orchestra. I mean,
And by the way,
it was-
they do that too in Donny Osmond's show.
right. Well,
his
the
new
moving
show
band
now.
cart, but that shows you how far back it goes. It was actually there from the Rat Pack days.
You know, it's so. Oh, there we go. Ah, well, yes. So Donnie has this band orchestra, and it's like that, and it moves up, and he comes right to the lip of the stage because the stage moves, and it's such a cool
exciting.
thing. It is exciting.
This is when I was doing sound for her, by the way, in these days.
Was it? And
And I used to get the chills because if you notice the entire horn section stands up there and they're just wailing and it was like in your face. It was really cool, exciting moments. But the reason why I chose that clip is because we have no footage of her doing the play in Irene.
because it was on
a
Broadway, and they don't
thing.
allow any recording. That's why I don't have any footage of myself on Broadway either, because they don't. The only footage I have is just that tiny little clip when CNN came to do a story on me, and they taped it, and they allowed
Well,
that.
if somebody found something, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Because,
But Ferruccio, I think that was. You went to see that with your mom, didn't
yeah,
you?
that was the one he had the picture backstage because he was actually the wallpaper backstage I recognize. So could I have the box?
You can have
at
the box.
your feet?
The-
So
there's-
what we're going to do is pretty. Once again, this is where we're stretching here. So this is a box that was in the archives, and we have 2 pair of these shoes. These are her hero shoes from Broadway. Can I have now the shoes?
Yes, you can have the shoes.
Or you
now,
can hold 'em.
The reason that there are doubles is because she did this show for 2 years on Broadway, and I mean, you can see the amount of dancing that she did
Well,
in
I'll
these.
take it up close here.
So there had to be doubles because she would literally probably wear them out.
Here. let's
So
maybe
there you go. So these are the shoes that she wore in Irene and danced in. So they're Debbie's dance shoes from the Broadway production of Irene.
Well, and so much for that.
Oh.
So
I'd
So-
get it for you, but I'm tied to my chair.
yeah, it's just not a great focus. But also her name is inside in pen, and you could see they're well used and worn. So these are what I call in the collecting business we call these hero shoes. And there was a 1 and a 2, and I've kept the 1. And we've never sold a pair of my mother's dance shoes before
No, this is a
that
first.
I'm aware of.
That exactly. But these were
So that's
in
that.
these were in the archives. We were in the back.
Well, that's why I was showing the bin.
yeah,
it's
because
important to know.
we see what's in what, and
Well, they have an inventory
I think
number,
it's the
they're
first time we've
tagged.
taken anything off that shelf too.
Well, it is because we didn't have it here.
Yeah.
So really rare piece here. Well used dance shoes of my mom. I don't think we've ever sold any of her shoes.
But look how
ever.
little they are, even in your hand. I mean,
Here, you want to leave them out?
they
somewhere?
were so tiny.
Here, we
Yeah,
can
you
put 'em
can
here.
put them back on the. Let me get rid of this. Your caffeine, and we'll
I'll put
put
'em
them
here.
right there. All right. So they are. So these her dance shoes from Irene, which she probably danced for miles in these particular shoes.
It's a year and a half, 2 years worth of performances.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about hundreds of performances
Exactly.
here.
So I am really excited that we're doing this. So let's start the bidding at $5 as we always do, and you just put Debbie or Debbie shoes.
Well, we're only doing one item, so.
So $5, yeah. You can go ahead and start, and then we will keep track of that. Thank God Ryan is here because that is no easy task, right? Now, when your mom was doing Irene on Broadway, how old were you? 14?
15.
15? Is that when you were selling the programs?
I was. That
Yep.
is exactly what I was up to.
And I remember you talking about then somebody you couldn't have been doing that by yourself because you know.
No, there were 3 people. There was center, left, right as you came up the escalators.
Right.
So that was how it operated. And I was one of the sections. Eventually, I got a better section because I took over. I've told that story before.
Okay, so you're in there. What you typing?
I was going to pull up an image because still images we can have.
Yeah.
They'll be on the internet of her in Irene. So, for example, there's a. Now, let's see if there's one of her in that particular. So those shoes come from the first half of the play, when she's poor. Later, she, as you probably know the whole story, she gets wealthier.
Do you know I've never seen Irene, not in any incarnation, not the movie, not a musical, nothing. I've never seen this show.
Well, here is let's go to camera 2. So there is Carrie sitting on the ground in the chorus.
I see her.
And that was Irene as well. And of course, this is later after she's wearing her blue. She's after she becomes wealthy. It's the rich girl, poor girl thing. Anyway, it's I think for those of you who really know what it is, it's a super rare item. I was just trying to find some other pictures of her, which I do have pictures of her actually in her little jumpsuit that went with this. It was pretty much the first half of the play up to intermission is all of her.
Now, when she was doing Irene, is that when you shot yourself by accident in the leg?
It was.
So
it was actually Alec Baldwin who shot me in the leg, but nobody really knows that.
Don't do that. That's terrible. Terrible.
Bad taste.
Awful.
No, what happened, that story's pretty well told. I have a great, Carrie's told it in Bright Lights, and we didn't use her telling the story, but it's pretty hilarious. And my mother told it in her book. I told it in my book. So we don't have to tell that again.
No, but I just was trying to get a frame on.
Yeah, so Carrie and I were both, Carrie was in the chorus, and I was selling programs and making money so I could buy my cameras and stuff. I told that story, and I'd saved up.
You were very entrepreneurial, even at that age.
Well, inside of 6 months, I'd saved up $6,500 in cash. And
not bad for a 14-year-old.
Well, my mother had a matching funds deal with me where she said, if I told her I wanted this Aeroflex camera, she said, well, I'll match funds with you.
Yeah.
And whatever that buys, it buys. So one day I came into her room with literally $6,500 in a briefcase full, but it was all 5s, 10s, and 20s and small bills. So it looked like $1 million. And she was like, whoa, hold on here. How much is this?
Nikki Luongo has a question. Do you still have a scar from the shooting? And I will answer that. Oh, does he have a scar from that?
That's right.
It's amazing because it was a blank, right?
That's correct.
But you had it. It was right next to your leg.
Point blank range.
So literally put a hole in your leg.
Right. This is what killed Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Because he actually put the gun.
No, that was not.
Not Brandon. The other guy.
John Eric Hexum. Yeah.
The guy in the Crow, right?
No, Brandon Lee also he died on the set, but John Eric Hexum was the one that was sitting on the bed on the set with Jennifer O'Neill and the director, who I know. So Bernie McAvity was the director. And so he was just fooling around with the gun and put it up to his head, and it had a blank in it. But of course, people think blanks are...
if I showed you the scar, it's a substantial...
Oh, yeah.
Blew a big hole in my leg.
Yeah.
And had it been higher or lower, could have affected my walking for life, etc.
Yeah.
Or if you pointed it elsewhere, could have been...
That could have been all bad.
But you could have died. I mean, it's the point. So
yes.
The idea that blanks are, somehow... I mean, I keep hearing these terms like prop guns, things like that. These are real guns that fire blanks. Now, there are such thing as prop guns, most of which that don't fire at all, and then the prop man knows those are fake, unfiring guns, and he knows who has those, and it's his job to keep track of who has live fire weapons. These are real guns. If you put do you know that over the last 100 years of filmmaking, we've been using real guns in movies? Even the old days prior to special effects, they actually fired real bullets on the set to blow holes in things. There's a scene, we were just watching James Cagney today.
Yep.
And there's a scene where he shoots holes in the trunk. He's got a real gun in his hand. He's shooting holes in the trunk, faking the idea that somebody was in the trunk. But that is how things were done, and people were just careful. And thank God, over the decades, there's been very few accidents. But you think about the thousands of weapons. So this was allegedly a Hollywood prop gun, but of course, you can't really use those terms. It's a real gun, and it blew a big hole in my leg, even with a blank in it. So you know, you really have to be very careful regardless of whether it's a blank or not. And then the notion that a real bullet migrates its way to a set is unconscionable without, I just can't even imagine. That hasn't been, in 80 years, that hasn't been done.
Countless times with a gun in scenes on a set. In television and film, I have never, ever had, there wasn't a time when the prop master was there, had checked it back and forth, hand it to you, make sure there's nothing in it.
Take it away as soon as we're done.
And then they put it in right before it, and you know, if there's usually a blank. Then, when you're done, they take it up from you immediately.
Yes.
If not sooner. So that accident was very bizarre.
Well, it's not rocket science, okay? Here we've managed for literally 100 years to handle live firearms on set for hundreds of years, and hundreds of firearms. In the case of war movies or big action
Thousands
westerns,
if you're going to go there.
Well, that's what I mean. In the old days, you know, I mean, you had a big western, you know, people are shooting, and I'm sure people got powder burns and there were minor injuries, but the point is that a little bit of common sense and safety measures in hand that have been used for 100 years, you know, should have been handled, as Ryan. So anyway, we'll get off of that, but there was someone asking about a hole in my leg. Yes, I'm an expert on the subject at hand lately.
Right. And then someone just said, just to, I don't know who it was, but with John Eric Hexum, he thought it was a prop gun, or that it didn't have a live round in it. It was a blank that was in that gun. But I think that incident might have been the one that he had. It was a blank, but he had it right to his head. So what happened was it killed him just from, because it still is a fire.
I'll tell you this. When you're in the movies, and let's say that, you know, I'm going to shoot you, even though it's a blank, I never point that at you.
Right.
We get the camera angle so it looks like it.
Yes.
Because you could be blinded by powder flying through the air or
Right.
wadding. So for decades, once again, no one really points guns at people. I don't understand that concept at all.
Right.
Nobody points guns at people. And if you do, they put bulletproof acrylic in front of whatever it is. Like if you're going to shoot at the camera, like we're going to shoot at this camera, there would be a sheet of acrylic in front of that would protect the people and the camera. You know, you can burn up a lens over this because it does throw out wadding. Anyway, I mean, we could digress on this.
Yeah,
It's
no.
strange,
It's just.
I feel horrible for everybody involved. It's a tragedy, but it's also clearly a serious breakdown in protocol.
Right.
Serious.
Right. So usually it is not that
And speaking of
dangerous. Yeah. So now
I have something really fun to run.
Okay.
While
Oh,
we're
somebody already knew what it was. They saw
How
it.
did they know? Oh, because I had it sitting in the background.
Yeah, but I don't. She put do re mi under it.
That's right. So
I don't know.
Many of us grew up around the time Julie Andrews did The Sound of Music.
Yep.
And sang the song Do Re Mi. And my father used to perform at the Coconut Grove, and he had created this little number. That song was so popular, of course, and she won the Academy Award for Mary Poppins, but should have won it for The Sound of Music. They stiffed her, and then, of course, they give it to her for Mary Poppins, which is like lame. I mean, not that I didn't love Mary Poppins. But anyway, in Mary Poppins, the song Do Re Mi, my father did the number at the Coconut Grove. And this is a really fun little clip that was on YouTube with my father. And let's just let you figure it. Bobby Darin.
Yeah, Bobby Darin. But you know what? We don't show
And
much of
Andy
Eddie.
Williams.
But we don't talk about Eddie or show much of Eddie.
Eddie who? Oh, Eddie, right. Right. I remember it. So I remember this guy. This is the guy I do remember. You know, and this is, you know, from the early days. Because look how young Bobby Darin is. It's
Well,
crazy.
and I think you look so much like your dad.
Well, my lower lip is...
I think you look like your mom too, but I think that you look a lot like your dad. And when I see stuff like this of him when he was young, you know, this is
well,
adorable.
There it is.
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes, we
All
are.
right, here we go.
All right, and I loved
Why don't we
Andy
sing
Williams.
something?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
How about you? You all ready?
Sure.
What do we sing?
What do we sing? Well, there's a wonderful number that I did at the Coconut Grove. It would be great for the three of us.
It's Eddie's mother out there.
Either that or Mrs. Grove. Say, Bobby. Did you get a chance to see me at the Grove?
I had several chances.
But you didn't go. Well, anyway, I do this song from The Sound of Music, Do, Re, Mi.
Oh, it's a great song, but I don't know the words.
I don't know the words.
Well, I do. I have a great arrangement of it, and I'll teach it to you.
Oh, you're going to teach us a song?
Yeah, I taught
you
music.
Gotta be what?
I taught.
Yeah, you thought it was easy, but it's hard, isn't it?
Why don't we do it?
Are you ready?
Sure.
Let's start at the very beginning.
That's
A very good place to start.
I don't believe him.
When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, Re, Mi. The first three notes just happen to be Do, Re, Mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, Re, Mi.
He means it.
Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread.
I got it. La, a note to follow. So,
Tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. A deer, a female deer.
a female
Ray, a drop of golden sun.
Ray, a drop of golden sun.
Me, a name I call myself.
Me, I call myself.
Far a long way to run.
Far a long way to run.
Oh, a needle pulling thread.
needle pulling thread.
A note to follow. So,
A note to follow. So,
a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Oklahoma, where the wind runs long song. No, now just try this, Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
Bobby. Right. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Sol, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Terrific. Now it's your turn, Bubba. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
Hold together. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Oh, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to Do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Mi, mi, so, re, fa, la, ti, do, mi, so, re, fa, la, ti, do, mi, so, re, fa, la, ti, do, mi, so, re, fa, la, ti,
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
do, a deer, a female deer,
Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far a long way to run.
so, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so, tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to Sol, do, la,
have goosebumps. That was so cute, and it was so good. And when I was a little girl and I watched the Andy Williams show, now mind you, I was a little girl. Oh, my mic's on.
Is it
Yes,
on?
it is on.
Okay, just checking.
I had a big crush on Andy Williams. I was a little girl. Now, what's that about?
The power of television. That's all.
Well,
TV, baby.
I loved his voice. Oh, your dad's voice is just absolutely incredible. But Andy Williams had those blue eyes, and he sang Moon River at the end
Oh,
of every
yes.
show.
All the girls.
And but even just this little 7-year-old girl, was just awestruck by Andy Williams. So this, and of course,
that was a cute
I
one.
love Bobby Darin too. So this was just a thrill, and people seem to really enjoy it, which is great. That's a
Well,
hard song.
Well, but also to see three great performers, singing in unison and in harmony and whatever you call that round robin singing. I love that. It's so fun.
But it's round robin singing isn't easy to do to begin
No.
with. But then when you add those lyrics,
Oh,
because
yeah.
those are very hard to remember. I used to sing a lot of, I would get a lot of arrangements done where I'd sing with another person and we'd be singing two different songs at the same time.
Right.
But you had to do it very carefully
Sure,
because
it doesn't work.
It won't work, right? And so but this is even more daunting to me than that.
Well, you have some talent up there, though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and Seth Robichaux is in the house tonight,
Yes.
and so I'm really excited about that because Seth is going to be here soon.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
He's
We
coming
are
to get your fire back?
no, but you know what? It would be fun to have him there.
That's right.
He's going to be here within the next, I'd say, 2 weeks. And so I'm trying to think of a song that we could do together while he's here, a duet. How fun that would
You
be.
do Me in My Shadow.
Me and My Shadow.
It's awesome. It's a great
Well,
duet.
I like your mom's version of
Well,
that.
but you can have the arrangements. I have the whole thing.
That's right. I keep forgetting we have the
We're
arrangements.
connected, baby.
Yeah, we got
And-
connection.
Well, and the other thing that I don't understand about this, like the Google, Facebook jail, for running things, it's like, really, half the stuff we do is ours, and you've gotten in trouble even for putting some of our stuff up there, so they're a little
I
paranoid.
think, okay, so here's the way I kind of can see it. Because I watch, when Seth does live shows, I'll watch his live shows, and he's doing covers all the time, cover songs of
Right.
show tunes and other things. And he never gets put in Facebook jail. So I think if you are performing live, then it's okay. They don't put you in jail. But if you have a recording of it, even if you play it live like we do, we still can get nipped.
Well, we'll see. That's what it gets down to. I personally, like all of my dad's stuff, I have the rights to. So like all of my dad's, even a lot of his songs that Betty Lynn bought back a bunch of the rights. We own the performance rights and also the music rights to some of his songs. So not only do I have every right to run along to his stuff.
Yeah, but they don't know that. They just see us and want to put us behind bars.
It's
So
important to sort of look at who's putting it up. Duh.
I know, that's true. Did Todd inherit any of Eddie and Debbie's singing genes?
I am wearing them right now. Oh, singing.
Diane
I have their
Lussler is
my
asking
dad's
us
black
that.
jeans on right now. Singing. I thought you
Singing
said
genes,
blue jeans.
Bull, yes.
Blue jeans. A little bit.
Yeah, I think so. In fact, when we were dating, Seth Robichaux says, yes, Kat, let's do a duet. Be sure of it, friend. We're going to be doing a duet. There's no doubt about it. And I'm excited about it, too. It's really a fun thought for me. So when we were courting, I'm
Well, I
going
didn't sing. I
to
sang,
tell.
I'll never say no to you, whatever you say or do. If you ask me to wait for a lifetime, I'd gladly wait for a lifetime or two just to look at you. I'll smile if you say be glad. I'll weep if you want me sad. Today is tomorrow if you want it so. I'll stay or I'll go, but I'll never say no. That's as good as I can do a cappella.
And nobody expected you to sing a song tonight. You didn't
You
even have a
did.
glass. But okay, can I just say that you sang that to me
In your face.
in my face, right in my face. We had been talking for months, but it was the first time that we actually met.
But have I ever said no?
You have never said no. You kept your word on that.
I've kept the song.
But to be fair, I don't ask for a whole lot. I'll come and say, honey, I found this chicken. Can I keep it? And you say, okay. You've never said no to me. And as a matter of fact, and for that reason, I don't ask you for things because I know you're not going to say no. But that, when you sang that in my face, I remember thinking, who is ever going to sing I'll Never Say No to You in my face? No one. and then
Well, especially with no accompaniment. I mean, it's nice to have a little accompaniment.
but it's so very sweet because you know in our courtship he used to, after we met each other and we were together for a couple of weeks, right? You stayed for like 2 or 3 weeks. You came here and stayed. And your mom hadn't heard from you in days, which I didn't know at the time was unusual. You know, I didn't know you talked to your mom every day. How would I know that?
Well, not quite every day, but
And
she heard me regularly.
So your mom
Or she
hadn't
reached
heard
out.
from you, and so she left you a cryptic message, which was basically like, call me and let me know you're okay. Or she'll send the police out to look for you because she had no idea where you were. And so, of course, you called her back, and I'm sitting there, and you tell her about me, and then you put the phone in my hand. Oh, my God. I was like, what are you doing? What am I going to say to Debbie Reynolds? She's mad because you haven't talked to
You
her.
tell her you're hoarding her son.
I know, you put me on the hot seat, but it was real. It was very funny, and also we used to Skype sleep, didn't we?
Yes.
This
We
is
just leave
before
it on.
Zoom.
Just leave it on.
So we would Skype each other, and we would talk, la 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 la, and then we would fall asleep, and we would wake up together, and we'd still be on the. So that was pretty cool. That was a very romantic time, you know.
Well, now we're next to each other.
Oh,
So
I know.
We're still Skype sleeping.
And nothing makes me happier. I turn to you all the time and I say, what would I rather be doing than laying in bed, watching a movie? We have our computers in our lap. We are, you know, 2 bugs in a rug. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And I just am so grateful for
Well,
that.
somebody might have a question for you.
Okay, let me look. Let me see. Any questions, comments,
Well,
concerns?
you didn't look at anything there. Of course, let's bring Ryan back up in here, 'cause I
Ryan,
have
come
Ryan
on in.
offline practically.
Oh, someone, Nicole Johnson would like to know what the bid is up to.
$350, Angie Montalvo.
Okay, that's a $350. That's a great deal, Angie Montalvo. So far, so great. So
There's
that's
Ryan.
where it's at.
I got Ryan up on there.
Hi, Rye. Janie Hickok. I'm always afraid I'm going to mispronounce this, but it looks like Seiss. It might be Seiss, but it's Seiss. I've actually met her several times. She's coming to get your fire back. She said she's a musician. Get ready, girl, because I'm thinking about dusting off the karaoke machine. We have a good karaoke
You need to
machine.
bring that in from the ranch.
We
is
got
what
it. Is it at the ranch?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to bring that in because we have a karaoke machine that's so cool. We saw it on Shark Tank. Do you remember this? Do you remember this, Ryan?
No. What happened was,
We
Shark
saw
Tank,
it on Shark Tank.
It's not that is the voice box, not the karaoke machine. We bought the box that had the pitch correction and all that.
It's called Sing Tricks. It's all the
right,
same thing.
But that is not a karaoke machine. we have a karaoke machine that has the lyrics and everything.
Oh,
that
yeah,
comes
yeah,
up.
right. But this is so great
But a
because it
high-end
makes
one.
everybody sound good.
But we have a karaoke
So
machine.
everybody's going to have to get up and sing at Get Your Fire Back on Saturday night or something. I mean, it'll be really fun.
Ryan, are you coming?
Ryan, are you
Do
coming?
they have to pay extra? I am not coming to that.
Oh no, we're going
Do
to
we
see
have to pay
we're
extra
going to
to
see
sing?
Donny Osmond on Saturday night.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe Sunday after
There's
it's
no end to
over.
the Donny Osmond trips.
There are. I'm sorry, but Donnie is Donnie, and we're all going. We're all of a certain age.
What was his
that was
big
our
hit again? The one
Puppy
he-
Love.
Yeah.
But you
They
know what? I
call
loved
it
Soldier
Puppy
of Love. That to me was I love that song, and I love the story behind that song because everyone told him that Michael Jackson told him he should change his name because his name was Death. I mean, because no one wanted to hire him because he was little Donny Osmond. And so he recorded "Soldier of Love," this song, and
Yeah,
it was
good.
it was a mystery.
Listen, I have to tell you, I enjoyed
The
his
radio
show. I don't know
stations
that I
didn't
would
tell
go-
anybody who it was. They just played
I
it.
wouldn't go 8 times like you have, but I did enjoy the show.
I saw Donnie and Marie only 3 times. I've seen Donnie so far twice. I will see Donnie again in January, and probably Deb Tyler. If your life ever calms down and you come back, I'll go see it with Deb too. You can't get enough of Donny Osmond. I'm sorry. He's just so talented. He is so crazy
It's a
talented.
good thing I'm not the jealous type.
No. Neither one of us have
He can't
that.
sing, I'll never
I don't
sing
have
radio.
that ridiculous emotion. Jealousy is the killer of love.
Okay,
That
so
is what
do
I
you
say.
have there on your comments before we move along?
Okay, comments. Now it's about Donnie. Now let me see. Frank Ferruccio. I will stay home with Todd that night. Ferruccio.
Turner Classic Movies, man. You and me. Popcorn, Turner Classic Movies.
Exactly. Julie Lawrence. Oh no, I didn't know that was part of the deal of Get Your Fire Back. It isn't part of the deal.
You don't have to go,
No,
right?
you don't have to go. The tickets are $65,
Hey,
and I
I
might be
have
able
to
to
tell-
get them
I
for
liked
less.
it.
But I'm getting a group, so I'm going to be, when I send your questionnaire out next week, I'll be saying, are you in or are you out for Donnie on Saturday night? Because it's fun to go do things together, So there you have it. All right. So now, let me see if there was any more questions before. Uh-oh. Look at everyone's like, karaoke. You don't even know how fun karaoke is.
Yeah, again, no one's going
It's-
to force anybody into
Right.
service.
Oh. Look at
Everybody has to get up on the stage and sing "I'll Never Say No to You," just like I did a cappella.
Right. But you know what? If a man sings to you like that, let me tell you that
I still don't have the thing from Mark Shepard.
marry him immediately because Mark Shepard said he sent you a picture of the pumpkin that he had made for Carrie.
If he doesn't send it to this account, I can't get it. We're
Okay,
on the
Mark
stage
is
right
watching,
now.
I think, so you
Send
have
it
been
tell him to send it to the Mac account.
send it to the Mac account. There you go.
And
So
then
you
I
have,
will pick it up on the stage. Otherwise, it ain't getting up on the stage.
right.
And I'm not going inside to get. I mean, it's just not everywhere. as they say.
Oh, Brian, we're going to give the dates now for Pennsylvania, and then next week we will, right? So, I'm super excited to tell you, I will be performing in Annville. Is it called Annville, Cleona, or just Annville?
That's the school, just Annville.
So
Yep.
just Annville, Pennsylvania, which the closest major city to that is Harrisburg, right?
Harrisburg, Hershey. I mean, if people. everyone knows
Harrisburg, Hershey, yeah, Hershey. So if you're anywhere in that area or want to drive in, I haven't told Todd yet, so this is the schedule since Todd's a part of it. So
Where am I going?
Friday night, which is the 11th, am I right? March 11th is Friday night. So my show's on Friday night. And the ticket sales, we'll start
we're
that
going
in
to
about
Donny
a week or
Osmond?
2 weeks or something like that. And then Saturday night, or is it day or night?
I think it's Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon, they're going to do a screening of Bright Lights in the theater. And if you are with me, even better.
When is this?
March 11th and 12th.
You know, I never planned that far ahead.
I know, but if you're not there, we'll bring you in on the screen like you used to do with your mom.
No, I'd be happy. What do you want me to do? I don't understand. What's
I
the
wa-
question?
what-
Is there a question in there somewhere?
Well, I
We'll
think
we'll do a Q. We'll do a little.
Oh,
screen
like a
of
live-
lights, and
Yep.
then we'll do a Q&A. We can bring
For
you
the
in on
audience.
for the
Zoom or-
yes, for the
yeah,
audience.
For the
Mhm.
audience.
Okay.
And the theater's beautiful. It's about a 300-seat theater, so it'll be really good. But I'm super excited
Wait a
about
minute.
that.
I'm leaving town to do this?
No, you don't have to.
No, you don't even have to.
You don't have to. I would like you to be there, but you know,
Where are we going?
where Ryan lives.
Oh, so Ryan Clemens.
Yes.
Samuel Clemens' nephew.
And the name of the theater.
Samuel Langhorn. Just call
Are
me
you
Lang.
Samuel Clemens' nephew? Are you related distantly?
What is the name of the theater, Ryan?
It is the Allen Theater. I have pictures. Would you like me to pull them up?
Yes, please. We will show everybody, and then we will let you know in a week or so when ticket sales start. It's not going to be expensive. That's the beauty of it, because I want everybody to be able to come.
So we're running Star Wars? I could do a Q&A after
No,
that.
that's the
too.
outside. I just thought it was a great. I happened
That
to find that
is
picture. I thought, hey,
that
that's
isn't that a
fantastic.
cool theater?
Very much
You
so.
know what it reminds me a little bit of is the El Portal Theater a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's a legit old school theater.
Isn't that a
Not too
beautiful
big.
theater?
It's a
Nice small town.
little-
So I will be reading minds
town
on
theater.
Friday
I like it.
night, and maybe a little hypnosis if we are, you know, how we're doing with the masks, and because I won't do it if we're still in mask mode. But I will do the mind reading show if we're in mask mode, because that I can do no problem. And
Worrying about masks in my area.
are you so? Are you? Does Pennsylvania have a mask mandate, Ryan?
You won't have to worry about masks.
No?
For me.
Okay, that's good. Are people
Not
still?
in my town.
All right.
My kind of
Timothy
town.
Eaton wants to know when
Ryan
I'm coming
has.
near Newport Beach. You know what? I'm not planning on LA because it's still a mess. And if I do come to LA, I'd probably be at the El Portal Theater because it's such a great theater. And
Yeah,
it's-
they love you there.
And I love performing there. And they have a big screen. Do they have a big? Yeah, they have a big screen in the theater in.
They have a great screen there.
Yeah, but it's because they show movies, so that'll
Well,
be
my
great.
mother actually forced them to upgrade originally back in the day. They didn't have great video, and that's all. You know, a big chunk of her show was film
The El
clips.
Portal is where
She loved
Debbie
doing
did
the
all
film
her
clips.
shows.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Just a little note here.
Okay.
I see myself on this Facebook feed far too much. I think.
How about in
it
the
needs
two
to
shot
be-
like this? You okay with the idea
Timothy
of having the
Eaton,
two-shot?
Orange County. I'll check
That's
out
fine, but
Orange
I think
County.
I'm in the big. I'm in the main shot. I think.
Yeah, we
Well, I
want
have
you
you
here.
in between us right now.
I love you. Is that okay? Can I just say
All right,
that?
I'll go to her close-up. Is
It's
that better?
fantastic.
To go to my
It's
close up.
fantastic, but Gelman is supposed to be to the side.
But you know what? You're not Gelman. You're Ryan. And you know, so I like having you on the.
Okay.
I like having you on, and I think everybody likes having you on. Okay, so this we're not auctioning off of, to say the least, but when he read to me what was in this box when it was on the shelf, I went, no, it's not. And yes, it is.
Here, let me just put
I'm
the-
going to let you do it.
I'll just put the box up so they can see the label. Maybe they could read it. Let's see if they can read it.
I don't know if you can read it, but it's absolutely
This
incredible.
is George Burns'
Toupee
toupee
and glasses.
glasses.
Are you ready for that, Ryan? George
Wait,
Burns.
are we just
we're
showing that?
we're opening up.
Yeah,
a
we're not
box
gonna
that has
auction that.
George Burns' toupee.
I just.
and his glasses.
Yes.
You could put on his glasses.
Well, I'm not.
Not
You know.
the toupee.
No,
Well, you
but
could. I mean, nobody would.
well,
care.
hold on. The glasses are his. These are his.
Trademark.
And these are his.
Those are legit. That's his.
Oh yeah, it's got
glasses.
it's got his prescription in there. Look at
How did
that.
you get those?
My mom got them from him for the
Oh,
museum.
he had astigmatism that
Wait,
was
I'll go to your camera. Wait,
unbelievable.
don't move. Don't take them off. There
Okay,
you go.
but I'm gonna get a headache because
You
this
look good
one
with them on.
is astigmatism. This is like a Coke bottle bottom. This one is my eye really big,
You can't tell.
and then this one is. So these have actually his prescription.
It's
These
still
are
on
his.
me, by the way, everyone
Here,
can't
let me
see
have
the.
it.
They
Oh.
can't see the glasses. It's
Can't
on
see
me.
the glasses.
Look
Here,
at these
let me have it.
George Burns.
I can show you my glasses.
I mean, these were his famous trademark glasses.
There you go. I'll hold it up in front of her camera.
Absolutely.
Look, I have camera
I don't
5.
think-
Camera
yeah,
5 is
that's-
over here. So look. Let's see,
Absolutely
put something
amazing.
white behind it, like this.
Or you can put,
Here.
yes.
So
You
there's.
can turn
All
the
they can
paper
see is
around.
me, that's the
Turn the
problem.
paper around
What do
because
you
it's
mean all I
blank
can
on the
see is
back.
you?
Look, folks only see me.
Look at those glasses. Those are absolutely so cool. I can't stand it. Oh, look at this just came out. So I love that. But what do you think, Ryan?
I think they're great, but everyone hasn't seen them because the only thing you can see right now on Facebook is my wonderful smiling face.
Oh,
and
is
my-
that
So we'll
true?
start again. Put them on again.
Okay.
Kat. Put them on
Yes.
now.
All right, I'll put them on. I'm wearing George Burns' famous glasses, but I can't. Once I put them on, I can't see anything because he had astigmatism in this eye, and then this one, it's still pretty strong. But how amazing is that? I have
There we go.
George Burns glasses.
And then
That's
let me see
just
the toupee.
awesome. You can show the toupee because that
well, no,
creeps
I mean, we're
me
going
out.
to just hold it. I'm not going to. It's actually a beautiful toupee. I mean, look
It-
how beautiful that is.
It
It's
really
really
is.
well done. Sitting at a little styrofoam thing, but it's. I mean, this is the real deal here. It's
He
just
and your mom did a
beautiful.
lot of things together.
They did, but she called him up one day.
Yeah.
You know, my mother was funny about this stuff. She says, you know, I need to preserve you in the museum.
Yeah.
And so there it is. You know, because she had Harpo's hair and, you know, a lot of different
That
pieces.
is absolutely cool. You know, I mean, some of the stuff that I used to go in there before the first, second, third auction and just look at everything. You know, I mean, it was just so incredible.
So I do have the close-up of the shoes sitting here, too. You see,
Okay.
there's the box
so,
and the shoes sitting there.
are we still at the same with the shoes? I think before we start giving things away, we should say what that's up to.
Well, you're going to close the shoes towards the end of your...
yes, I will
there-
announce
there
it.
are the
I just did a request to make sure I didn't miss anything because I was chit-chatting and
You were chit-chatting away.
it was.
Chit-chatting
So
away.
I'll keep an eye on that.
All right. Sweet. Okay, so Nicole Johnson, I would sell my mother to get those glasses. I'm trying to, you know what we had too that was so creepy, but I thought it was cool and I sort of wish we hadn't sold it, was the hand.
Harold Lloyd's
Harold
prosthetic
Lloyd's
hand.
prosthetic hand. That, I don't know why, but to this day I'm like, why did we sell that? The prosthetic hand. Can you
Because,
imagine?
you know, when my
that-
mom was around and she was like, we're not doing a museum, so where are you going to put all of this stuff? And I mean, you know, there's no end to it all. And now, you know, I was watching, I don't know if you guys watch Turner Classic Movies. I hope you do. I encourage you to. But last night, Reveille with Beverly was on with Ann Miller. And it's one of her first movies. She's very young. And at the end of the movie, she does this big dance number, and we have that outfit. And it's a beaded, spectacular sort of a, what did you call it when a girl, baton twirler, what did you call that? There's a word for it.
oh gosh, that's a good trivia question.
Yeah, so what do you call a
What do you
girl
c-
baton
a
twirler?
what is a baton twirler?
Marionette or
Yeah, it's got an
something to it.
E at the end of it.
So you're-
Ryan, you're a high school teacher.
Yeah, but they don't do that
They
shit
don't do
anymore.
that anymore?
No, that's all been
Is
canceled.
that just
That's all
I know
canceled.
what I know
Canceled.
my little-
Anyway, so the moral of the
That's
story
sad.
is, anyway, she's in this incredible. So we have that outfit. So that was one that got overlooked that I decided I wanted to keep. So we have some cool. You saw the Easter parade, Fred Astaire back there, the Rat Pack. You know, some cool stuff still that got kept, but obviously it's a shadow of what was.
So Frank Ferruccio is being silly, but he said, "Do you guys have Sammy Davis Jr.'s eye?"
We do, for real.
You're kidding.
I have his.
No, you don't.
I not only listen to this. I have Sammy Davis's glasses, his bowler hat that has
From
his
Mr.
name on it from
Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
Yeah, I have seen
and-
that.
And his fake eye. And my mother had the whole thing and
Oh
made
my
it into
God.
a head
Oh,
that went with this costume.
Do we still have that?
We kept that one.
You know why? Because when that head,
Well, no, my mom told me I could never sell the glass eye because Sammy made her promise. That
yeah, of
so-
course, and that would just be gauche.
So we just
But
keep
here's
his
the
glass
thing.
eye.
Now, first of all, that head, when that head was in our house,
It is in your house. It's still in your
but
house.
it's not where it can scare me anymore because
It's
I
up
would.
on the top shelf.
You're right, but for a while it was on the bar, right as
True.
you walk in
True.
the kitchen door, and I would walk in the middle of the night, and there'd be like a slice of moonlight coming in, and it would hit Sammy's head, and I would think for sure someone was in the house and freak out. So I had to move the head because it was.
Well,
and then the Laurel and Hardy head came in. Heads
it's
came
also very disturbing when there's just a head. That can be disturbing unto its own rights. I mean, usually there's a body attached.
Yeah, there's no body.
No body,
Yeah.
just floating heads.
But the Sammy is I know where it is. But that's really cool. Now, when people come here for Get Your Fire Back, you're going to see a lot of cool memorabilia because we have a museum that we built inside the house, and Todd did an incredible job with it. So you're going to see a lot of really cool things, and you'll see Sammy. Oh my God, I can't believe that that's his glass eye in there. I didn't
Yep.
know that. Oh no. Well, I will say that I went to see Sammy Davis Jr. when I was very young, like 19 or 20 in Las Vegas, and I thought he was phenomenal. And not only that, I'm proud to report that I met him afterwards. We went backstage to his dressing room to see him, and he could not have been any more wonderful, friendly, kind, welcoming. I mean, I can't say enough about him. Such was not the case with Bill Cosby at all. So it's like, you really get an impression of people when you go see them and when you're a fan. And I was a fan of both of them. And when I left Bill Cosby's, I was like, oh man, I'm not a fan anymore. It takes 1 second for someone to be rude, or you could tell that they just don't care. And and you can be a fan for a whole lifetime, and that one moment
Sammy
can just
was
ruin
cool,
it.
right?
Sammy Davis Jr. was awesome.
He was nice to me always.
He was just fantastic
Hey,
and
man.
tiny.
But he was awesome. I loved him.
After he died, I went to a tailor, and there was this like little suit in his. It was hanging on a private rack in the back of the store, and I was getting fitted for a suit. And I said, "Who does that belong to?" It looked like a child's suit, and it was Sammy Davis Jr. And he had just made it for him, and Sammy died, so he never got the suit. But the suit was so tiny; it made me realize what a tiny man he was.
Well, he's pretty much Buck's size.
Yes.
That's bottom line there. Just to clarify something that came up.
Okay.
I have still pictures of my mother in these shoes.
You do?
I do.
You found them?
No, I don't have a film of it.
Yeah,
I have stills
stills.
of her in this, plenty of that.
Yeah.
So you will, with the shoes, you'll get a still picture or two of her in an original still picture of her. in
All
that.
right, so there you have it. So before we start giving things away, what are the shoes up to, please? Do we know?
$350
Okay.
still. And do we want to establish which question number will?
Yes, we will do. Oh, Janie says that Henry Winkler is the sweetest, kindest man. I spent a day on the Happy Day set. He was so gracious. Tom Bosley was not. You see how we remember these things?
Of course.
Marion Ross was a hoot. Okay, so
400 for the
okay,
shoes.
400. The shoes are up to 400, and we're going to
Well,
stop
we're
the
gonna
bidding after prize number 7.
Pick a number, any number. Right?
Yeah, I have met Henry Winkler many times, and
He's a class act.
he is.
He's very gentle.
I don't think that there's anybody in our business that is as awesome as he is.
But did you notice how gentle he was? To me, he was always
Gentle.
very soft-spoken, very mellow.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So notices people, which is something really quite unusual, I think, for a celebrity, where they actually notice you, and they, and he's just so mannered, and he's so real. That's what I loved about him. He's just got the best. So let's see here. Letty's here. Hi, Letty Pena, my Letty. Miss Letty. Okay, Frank Ferruccio just bid $500 on Debbie's shoes. So Shannon was $400. Frank just took it up to $500. So now we're going to start giving things away. Timothy Eaton. He and his wife are wonderful. Yes, I've never met her, but I have no doubt. And they have been married forever. So that is a stable person right there, both of them. All right, here we go. So we're going to give stuff away, and we're going to do this with a trivia bout. Are we doing trivia? Ryan?
We are. I texted it to you. Do
You
have
did?
it?
Well, why don't you do it,
Sure
Ryan?
did.
We
You-
got him
hey,
right
Cal,
there.
I'll
Well,
read
then-
it. I'll read it off my
The
watch.
only issue will be I'll have eyes. I don't have eyes all over unless I borrow the glass eye that you have.
Okay.
A set of eyes.
Okay, so well, make up your mind if you want her to. Do you have it, Kat?
Yes,
Hold
I
on.
think she should read it.
I don't have my phone with me, but I have my watch on. So let me just.
Well, but don't you have your iPad right there?
Yeah, but I don't know if my phone number stuff goes there. So hold on. Ryan,
I can text it to Todd. If you'd
can
like
you
to
do
read
that trivia? I won't be able to watch bids and winners of trivia at the
Just
same
text
time.
it to me. I'll take it.
Go above
Oh,
that.
okay.
I'll text it to you, Todd.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Todd's gonna have the trivia. It's very hard to read off my watch, even with my glasses on. And I'm also going to jump over and see if by any chance they came. Yes, I have them, Ryan. Here we go.
I have them. Or you?
Okay,
Todd
so
has them as
you
well.
know what, Todd? You read them, then Ryan and I can watch for the wieners. Okay?
Am I going to get stumped on these?
I don't. Well, probably
here we
not
go.
because the answer is
better
there.
not.
Just
Question
don't
number
read
one.
the answer. Just like
Ah,
that's
Question
the
number one.
question number one. Put your
For prize
put
number
your
one.
fingers on the keys, everybody.
Debbie was nominated for a Golden Globe New Star of the Year in 1951 for her role in this film. Dee 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 dee.
Okay.
Dee 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 dee. Dee, 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 dee,
Read it
dee,
again
dee.
in case people didn't
Debbie
get
was
it.
nominated for a Golden Globe New Star of the Year in 1951 for her role in this film. And the answer is,
Wait, let's see.
wait, let's see. No, that's not
I don't
correct.
know the
She
answer,
never
so
made a
don't
movie called
say
Wait,
it.
Let's See. That was a
Okay.
Hitchcock film.
All right.
It's not one of the usuals.
Did you get a wiener?
Nope, I don't see one yet.
Wait.
I'll give a hint.
No, wait.
Red
No.
Buttons- Red Buttons was in the movie as well. And Fred Astaire.
Yeah, everyone is Googling now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, you've had time. But and
Yes.
she sings
There it
a
is.
Helen Kane song.
I see it.
What? Okay. Who is it?
Do you want to say who you see? Because it
I
might be
don't see
different on
anybody
yours.
yet.
I see Barb Kevern.
Oh yeah, I see Barb too. She just
Oh wait,
popped
no,
up.
I don't think so. Barb is not correct. It's Julie Lowrance. It's Three Little Words, not wishes.
Three little. Oh, Barb, you missed it by a word.
Three little words. That's all
Three
I
little
asked for.
Three
those
little
three
words.
little
Okay.
words.
So who was the Julie Lawrence? All right, Julie, you have won a pair of. They're back in stock. I'm not going to put them on the site yet, though, because I'm going to have fun tomorrow with the jewelry. Oh, my God, I have such beautiful pieces for tomorrow's Christmas shopping. Oh,
You could have given her a copy of the movie. I think I have it over there.
well, we can do that, but I really got excited because I don't know how well you can see them, but she won a pair of, let me see if I can move this.
Here, put it
She
over here.
won a pair of swinger
Over here.
earrings. Oh, no.
Over here.
I just dropped one.
Put it over here.
Okay, over here?
Over here.
Like where the shoes are?
Right there. Look
Okay,
on the
hold
monitor.
on. Hold on. Julie Lawrence, you have won the swingers in white with white crystals. They're silver with white crystals. You're going to get them there. Oh, they're so beautiful. Look at them. I haven't been able to get them for a year, so I was very excited. Very, very, very excited. So there you go. So I'm excited. Julie Lawrence, you have won my favorite earrings ever besides my feathers. All right?
And you must email catandtoddlive@gmail.com to claim
To-
your prize.
Yes.
Say that one more time.
Please email catandtoddlive@gmail.com within 24 hours to claim your prize.
Yes.
All right.
So there you have it, Julie Lawrence. You have
Okay,
won that.
so
there you
next
go.
piece of trivia is
Number
this is for
two.
prize number 2.
Put your
We all know that her, meaning my mother's, big break was singing in the rain. What was the first name of the character she played in the film?
Okay, say it again because I didn't.
We all know my mother's big break was singing in the rain.
Right.
But what was the first name of the character that she portrayed in the film?
Oh, I know this. Frank Ferruccio just bid $565 for Debbie's shoes, so that's what that's up to. All right.
Got to be a winner by now.
Oh, Aubrey Thurber is who popped up first on mine, and the answer is Kathy. And
Kathy Selden.
yeah.
But did you know, I have a further piece of trivia along these lines just to further digress. I got Robert Osborne stumped on this one because before her name was Kathy Selden, the original name before the movie was actually shot, what was in the script was Kathy Sands, S-A-N-D-S. And I have the original memo from the studio department
Yes, you do.
authorizing this name change. So you now know something that most people really don't. If I wanted to stump you, Robert Osborne, I had him on that. And you know, he was the master of all.
Okay, well, before I give Aubrey her prize, let me just say this about that. Her son just got one of the lead roles in Singing in the Rain,
There you have it.
the stage production.
As in
And
the
you know
dancing.
what? I think they're in Utah, which isn't that far away. I would really like to see that version. I love watching kids do musicals. I used to do that at Ryan's school. I would, if I was there, I'd see them rehearsing. It was so fun, and I was in high school musicals. So, Aubrey, here's your prize. Bam! You have won the microdermabrasion exfoliator.
Bring it over here.
Put it right here.
Bring it right here.
All right. There you go. The microdermabrasion exfoliator is one of the best skincare products that we make, and it is an amazing thing. And you have won it, and this is an amazing thing. Your skin is going to love you for this. Everyone that's tried it has loved it. So there you go. And that is from Cat Cosmetics. All right, number 3. Let's hear number 3.
For prize number 3.
Yes.
We've played the clip several times of Debbie's cameo backstage at the Oscars in The Bodyguard, the movie The Bodyguard, starring Whitney Houston. Who did she play in that film?
Oh my gosh, Ryan. I don't know the answer to this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Sorry, I just had to.
You sure do.
All
I had to
right.
go back. Okay.
You want me to read it again?
Read it again.
All right. We played the clip several times of Debbie's cameo backstage at the Oscars in the movie The Bodyguard, starring Whitney Houston. Who did she play in that film?
I don't have it yet. Do you have it yet?
I don't see it.
Okay. All right, Latex, is that who you have?
That's who I have.
Latex Styles, you got it.
The answer
she played
is she
herself, Debbie
played
Reynolds. So
a
there you go.
question.
Yes,
Good one, Brian. That's a tricky one.
that's a good one.
I thought so.
So
I
somebody got
really
what? What
sucked
is
at-
item number 3?
You know what? Number 3. Number 3, you, Latex, you have won. Oh, here it is. You have won a $25 gift. I'm on my own. Give me a break, everybody. You've won a
I think that was-
$25 gift
I don't think
certificate
you
to Cat
mentioned that, did
Cosmetics.
you?
What?
Just so everybody knows, tonight there's nobody in the room except Kat and I. We're running the whole show. Ryan decided to come just so babysit
And Ryan was
us.
like, "You don't need me." Oh, I need
We
you.
have no video operations. We have no sound.
No
man.
camera.
We have nobody helping with the checking of who wins or loses. We had nobody bring anything in. Kat brought all this stuff in herself. I mean, it was
Yeah,
very
and we're
interesting.
doing it. I think we're doing it.
We're fine.
So, $25 gift
In
certificate.
fact, everybody's fired. That's it. We're doing it on our
Nobody
own.
gets paid.
Only Ryan.
So I don't think it's a
Oh.
big deal if they get fired. They'd probably
They'll
be
be
happy.
off the hook.
Because they don't have to spend Saturday nights here.
Saturday
So $25 gift certificate to you, Latex Styles. You did good. Thank you so much. You are a wiener. Let's move on to the next question. Todd, you're up.
All right, number 4, sir.
Number 4. Debbie's shoes are up to $750. Just giving you a heads up. Okay.
So The Unsinkable Molly Brown,
Yep.
Bundle of Joy, How the West Was Won. Which of these films did she appear in first? My mother, that is. So The Unsinkable Molly Brown, Bundle of Joy, or How the West Was Won. Which of these films did my mother appear in first?
I know the answer to that.
So what was the earlier one
Thank
of
you,
the
Lynn
bunch?
Rose. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Deb Tyler. They're saying we're doing a great job because it is a challenge, when there's no one here. It's a challenge, but we're doing it. I'm proud of us. Yay. But we have a great audience that is very forgiving, too.
Anybody get the answer? Yeah, somebody had to get the answer.
Yes.
It was a multiple choice question.
Debbie Augustine is up to
No.
bid on the shoes for $755. I'm just keeping people abreast.
Okay, no, I'm curious
Okay,
about that.
so do you see an answer? I do.
I do.
Do you have Shannon
Read yours.
Johnston?
Yep.
Shannon Johnston. Shannon,
Winner number 4.
you are the wiener. The answer was Bundle of Joy. Number 4. Let's see, where's number 4? Let's see what number 4. Oh, number 4. Oh, number 4. Shannon, where are you? Let's put this here on this camera. You have won Boho Girl. This is one of the necklaces from my line that I'm carrying right now, and it's really amazing.
Stay right there
So
one
far,
second.
the only other person that has one of these
Is me.
Barbara Hammond. I think Seth Robichaux. I didn't have your email address, but I did get it from you today. So that's not what you got, though. You got Crystal Blue Persuasion, I think. But this is Boho Girl. I love it. I have it. So let me see if I can get it there. It's leather, and then it's got this cool plate on it with the silver through it, and then it's got these feathers here, and then here is the suede fringe. It is just a beautiful piece. So congratulations, Shannon. Congratulations, you are a wiener. All right, going on to number 5.
By the way,
Number
inside
5.
of these shoes, while
Yeah.
we had the close-up, it's got the production code numbers. It's got her name written. I mean, it's serious vintage stuff. But it's all in ballpoint pen from the original wardrobe department. So it's
Oh, yeah. And so that was 1975, you say?
71.
70.
Excuse me, 73.
73. The year before I graduated high school. Everybody knows where they were in 1973. Except Seth, because he wasn't even a gleam in his mother's eye. You know what I mean? Seth, you are the only one, but you probably know the answers to these more than those of us that are this age. Okay, here we go. A lot of people got Bundle of Joy, by the way.
Well, that was the multiple choice thing, so that was a little easier. Okay.
Yeah.
So next is number 5.
Number 5, what is the trivia question, please?
Number 5 is, this film is an American crime comedy based on the 1994 Janet Evovich? How do you pronounce that?
I'm so
I think
confused.
it's Ivanovich.
Ivanovich sounds much better.
Janet Ivanovich.
Janet Ivanovich novel of the same name, meaning American crime comedy based on that, American Ivanovich. She appeared in the film, which its star Kathy Heigl.
Katherine Heigl?
Katherine Heigl.
Yeah.
With its star Katherine Heigl. So this is American crime comedy based on 1994 Janet. Somebody got it already?
Who got it?
Yep.
Wait a
I
minute.
see Deb Tyler.
She had a little small part in it.
There it is. It just popped up for me. Yes.
Okay, the winner is
And the answer is one for the money.
2
Exactly.
for the show, 3
So
to get
Deb
ready, and the
Tyler,
winner is
Deb Tyler already has this prize. So I'm going
you
to
give her a DVD or a book over there. You see,
No, that's what it is. It's your book, My Girls.
But you could do a different.
Deb,
kind.
you have that book, I
Let's
think.
give her a movie over there. I'll give her.
Okay,
a
you know
DVD.
what, Deb? Let's just iron this out. We don't need to do this right now. We'll figure it out.
Just pick. I'll pick a movie. for
No,
her
we
right
don't.
now.
We just move on. Here we go. It's going on 8:00. People need to move on. Deb, congratulations. We will figure this out together.
All right.
And here we go. Number 6. Now, after this is over, I'm going to allow 30 seconds more for any last-minute bids. So let's see what it is up to right now. I know that's been my job, so let me do this. Because this is
I
number...
had 800 to Frank.
Okay. All right. So 800 to Frank. You're sure about that? I don't see
That
anything.
was the last thing I had written down.
Okay, great. So number 6. Could we have the question, please,
Number
sir?
6. In
Yes.
2008, she voiced the character of Mrs. Watson in the Seth MacFarlane adult-themed comedy animated series. In 2008, she, meaning my mother, voiced the character of Mrs. Watson in the Seth MacFarlane adult-themed comedy animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do
And
you
the
want to know?
answer
The
is-
series?
I want to know the name of the
see it.
series.
You see it? Mm-hmm. Hey, Sherry.
And the winner is?
Efron. Gina Glass.
Who's the winner?
I see Anna Harris. Who do you see?
I see Tracy Valine before her.
Okay, hold on. Oh, you're right. Tracy Valine.
Tracy
Yeah,
Valine.
she's first too. She's right after Gillian Gray. who
Family
didn't
Guy
get it,
is
but I
the
see
answer.
it. So it was Tracy Valine, then Sherry, and then Gina Glass, then Anna Harris. So we're going to give this to Tracy Valine because you came in first, and it is one of my favorite things. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to go ahead and open it. This is called, can you see this? Can you see that? This is called Illuminizer. It's made by Cat Cosmetics. It is so beautiful. You can wear it. It's a silver. It's buttery silver, and it's a highlighter, but you can also wear it over any lip color, and it makes it a frosty, pearly, beautiful thing. It is also great for your eyes. You can wear it on your face. You can wear it as a highlighter, but it is gorgeous. And it's called Illuminizer, and you have won that, Tracy Valine. So we'll just go ahead and
Now, are we
put that right here.
closing the auction after
We are going
this?
to we are closing the auction, but I'm going to
After
give
this
it
or after 7?
no after this. Let's just
Okay.
let's do 30,
30
seconds.
seconds.
Hold on. So any last minute bids?
Here.
Set the timer for 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds and counting.
30 seconds.
See, I got rid of the girl. She was very sassy, and she got smart-assy with me, so I have a guy now. But he's getting smart-assy too, so I don't know what I'm going to do. So we're down to 15 seconds, but we have a 12-second delay, so we are going to have to just deal with that. So many people knew Family Guy. It's amazing. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Ooh, wow.
I have the series.
Okay, the timer is
It's a
done.
little edgy.
So I think...
All right, who gets the shoes? I'm going to pack them up.
Okay, hold on. We just have a
I'm putting them
12-second
back in their
delay.
box right now.
Put them in the box.
Here they go. They're getting packed away.
Aw.
You get them in the original museum archival box.
Oh, they get the box
You
too.
get the box
Yeah.
and the labels and the whole spiel and the pictures.
That's
They
right.
get the pictures of her in them and all of that above.
So
It's hard to tell where because there are still bids coming in. It's hard to tell where this stops because of the delay.
yeah, I mean, it's
3
what
bids just came in.
I saw this that they came in right before the timer went off, but they took a few seconds to get in. So for Frank Ferruccio, hey Thomas Schlieve, it's good to have you here. You know what? I am going to change my voice to an Australian accent on Siri. I'm going to try that. So Frank Ferruccio has the $1,000 bid in. Do you see it?
I saw that there were 3 that came in. Bam, bam, bam.
I saw Thomas Schlieve
So I
came
don't
in
know.
at $750. Angie Montalvo came in at $850. Debbie Augustine came in at, I think, $905. And so Frank came in at $1,000. So from what I'm seeing, those all came in at the same time.
I will tell
So-
you
It
this.
would be really helpful for the viewers to confirm that with us because
They are
not seeing
confirming.
the delay.
Nicole Johnson just confirmed it, and
It's
Deb
just,
Tyler also.
and I'm going to just say that
And Gillian Gray.
just to reiterate, you know, this is a extremely rare thing. Frank, I'm glad you know, I like it that somebody like Frank wins this
Yeah.
because I know he would take good care of this because there's just never been.
Well,
anything.
also, I think he has a connection to the
Well,
shoes.
he was backstage with her when she probably was wearing these frickin' shoes. Think about it. Because she's getting ready to go
Frank,
on stage.
how old were you when you went backstage to see Debbie?
But
That's what I want to know.
But I've seen the picture. He's sitting there with her, and she's probably in this outfit.
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah.
cool. Okay, moving on. Frank Ferruccio, you are the wiener of the shoes. So, and also, if anybody out there ordered the Star Wars envelopes last week, I could not find them, and
I know
so
they are.
I
Did you find him?
yes, I found them today.
John
So
may
they're
have moved
going
them.
out on Monday morning, and I'll send them priority.
Okay, so here we go. Number
yeah.
7, in 2011, she, meaning my mother, appeared as a guest judge on this popular reality TV dance contest show.
Oh, I love that. Ryan, did you see it? Did you see
In
that?
2011, my
The-
mother appeared as a guest judge on this popular reality TV dance contest show.
I
You're
loved
on.
it. Okay.
there you go.
That was the one where your mom did the Woody Woodpecker. She did.
She was good at
And
it.
she was so cute. And we were at her house when the car came to pick her up to take her to tape that.
Yep.
And I'm like, "Where are you going, Mom?" And she said, "Oh, I'm judging on a dance show." And I was like, "Oh, wow." So it was not Dancing with the Stars. In fact, I don't think it's even on anymore. So, yes, Kathy Gann, So You Think You Can Dance, was that the answer?
Yes.
So,
I
That
have
is-
someone before her,
okay, let's see who you have.
Anna Harris.
You know what? They came in so close. So close. Okay, so I'll give it to both. How about that? So, number 7, you have won, Anna Harris, and they came in at the same time, actually. So, Anna Harris, and the other one was?
Kathy Gans.
Kathy Gans. Anna Harris and Kathy Gans, you have each won a $25 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com. And so we want to make sure that you get these. So write Ryan at catandtoddlive@gmail.com to claim your prize. Make sure he has all the information. Yes, so we have one more.
But
one
I think
more.
8 should be replaced with the one you didn't give. You had my book.
8 can be replaced with that.
You had my
or
book.
we can do 9. Right?
As
Look
the
at Ryan.
As the sun
Look at
sinks
Ryan. No,
slowly
no,
in
no.
the west.
What is with you guys?
As the sun
Oh,
sinks.
all right. Look, he's like, no. Okay, let's do it. Let's get number 8 now. And people
Yeah.
are saying they missed the wheel and the randomizer because they somehow feel that.
Okay.
I
So-
do.
We have a really
by the
cool
way,
idea next week.
Yes, we do.
I agree with them. But I do think it's important that we reward some of the people that have been paying attention to these kinds of trivial things. So there is a time for both. There's
Yeah.
a time for random winning, and there's a
Yes.
time for people that have paid attention in life to these trivial things that absolutely mean nothing until this moment.
He sounds like a teacher.
Maybe I'm so. Okay, and number 8.
Number 8.
From 2003 to 2007, Debbie appeared in 4 episodes as the voice of Nana Possible in this animated children's series about a teenage girl tasked with fighting crime while also dealing with regular teenage problems.
Wait a minute. Is this a Debbie question?
Debbie question. She's
okay,
the
one
voice.
more time. The voice of.
Debbie appeared in 4 episodes as the voice of Nana Possible in a children's animated series about a teenage girl fighting crime and dealing with teenage problems. She'd be an expert on this, given the fact that Carrie was always fighting crime and having teenage issues.
Okay, I don't know the answer to this.
Well, that's okay.
It just came through.
Who
Okay,
won?
it just came through.
Who
Okay.
got it?
Dawn Renta.
Dawn Renta.
And the answer is Kim Possible.
Kim Possible? And
Yeah.
Dawn knew that? Oh, my God.
Very good.
All right. So number 8, Dawn Renta.
It's a new car. Oh, no, that we're not doing
He
the car.
loves saying that. Okay. Number 8.
The book.
You know what? Dawn, do you have Todd's book?
I'm sure she does, but
Okay,
Well, if
because
she doesn't, then give her Carrie's
No,
book.
I have something else here. Hold on. Let me just see if
If
this
you're
is
sure.
it.
how about a good movie?
How about a good movie? Hold on a second, because Dawn might not have this. Let me just see. You can see how I have it all together, right? That darn stuffed bird throws me every time. Every time. Let me see what's in here. All right. Yes, Dawn Renta. If you have this, then we really do have to talk, because I know she has the book. I do know. Because, see, we know Dawn, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So, hold on.
Just leave it alone. It's all right.
It's just in a bit of a tangle. So hold on one second, and I'll put it on the.
I'll cut to the back wide shot.
Oh. Okay. It's in a tangle. Anyway. Dang it. This is in a really good tangle,
We'll
too.
fix it later. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
No, I got to show her what she won.
All right, you talk. I'll untangle.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, so
okay.
you have one, Crystal Blue Persuasion, which is absolutely beautiful. Let me just put it on a nice little neck piece so you can see it in its glory. And this is from the my jewelry line. And there it is. Can you see it? I love this so much. So much. It is so simple, but it looks so beautiful on. So Dawn, if you have this, because I know you do have some of my jewelry pieces, just let me know and we will figure it out. All right? So I'm putting that right there. I want to congratulate
now
you.
The time
Oh, no,
has
no, no,
come.
no. The bird is knocking everything over and it's not even living. So that's a trick and a half. All right, here we go. I believe that that concludes, right? That concludes tonight's show.
Oh man.
Did it wear you out? Did it? Because it didn't me. I could go
Well,
for
it was just
hours
I'm
more.
not used to that heavy performance number in the show, so that just took a lot out of me.
Did
you
it?
know what I mean? It wore me right
You're
out.
welcome, Dawn. I see you. Congratulations. Dawn Renta, you are a wiener. All right. So before we go, I will be on tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST. So that's 5 o'clock Eastern Time. 3 o'clock Mountain Time, and 2 o'clock West Coast Time. I will be on tomorrow. If you haven't done your Christmas shopping and you have a special somebody or even yourself that you want to shop for, we're going to be doing a 45 minutes of awesome jewelry, and the prices are so good. I'm not kidding. I have some of the most beautiful pieces, and a lot of them are just one of a kind, and just beautiful.
Congratulate.
So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Of
to Frank.
course. And so that's at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And I always have fun doing these, so this will be fun. Now, I would like to say congratulations one more time to Frank Ferruccio for getting these shoes, because I know you do have a connection to this show. And everybody who bid tonight, thank you. We really appreciate it. And I think that's all I know.
We're going to go out with my mother singing little quartet music.
Okay.
Numbers.
Sound
good?
So we'll play some Debbie before, so you guys can all say goodnight to each other. I'll see you guys tomorrow if you want to come be with me at 2 o'clock West Coast time. And Ryan, it's almost like being there.
It is. He's with us.
Farewell.
Fu-
Don't forget to turn your clocks back.
That's tomorrow. Is it tonight? It's tomorrow night. It's tonight?
No, it's tonight. Heck yeah.
Oh, but thank God you told me, because my chickens always have a hard time adjusting. And if they waited an extra hour to get fed, I would get the fluffy butts in my face for that, because I'm a slave to those birds. I mean, they are waiting. At 7:30 every morning.
And speaking of birds,
yes. Oh, let me see. Put it there. Is it on the screen?
that's what's on the screen right there.
Oh my goodness! Now, if you could go to the junior's house,
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
You can't.
I could if I get up.
Oh, okay. Well, the
I
juniors,
can't run the
you
world
can
from
see
here.
them all in the junior pen, but the seniors, they're kind of, they all sleep underneath the camera, so they're not on camera. But the turkey, you can see the turkey, Charlie. Lately, in the middle of the night, I have next to my bed, I have a screen, and it's got all of the animals are on camera. The geese, the ducks, the chickens, the turkey, they are all on camera, and I have them all on the screen, and so I can see them in real time. And lately, Charlie has been stretching his neck up really high. I think
There he is right now.
Is he doing it now?
He's
Can you
in
see
the
him
upper
there?
right corner there.
You see him? He's stretching his neck up really high lately.
I'll tell you what.
And he is what a great bird he is. Are you going to, oh, he's going to show you Charlie. Then we'll go to our videotape, and then we'll say goodnight to you guys. And you can tell I don't want to say goodnight. I just want to keep the party going and going. It's just the way it goes.
There's Charlie.
So we'll see Charlie. Oh, Charlie. His neck looks really thin. He's not losing weight, is he? He's got a lifetime of pardons. He will never be a turkey on someone's plate. He will live his finest years out with me. There he is. Oh, Charles Fisher. Yeah, I love him. I love them all. I have 2 roosters
Say
in the
goodnight,
house
Gracie.
right now. Good night, everybody. We love you. We're going to play a little something for you to say goodnight to each other on. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Good night. And thank you, Ryan. Thank you, thank you.
I'd like you to meet Tommy McDermott on the guitar. Play us something. Oh, I like it. We're gonna go dancing. Mr. Andy Howe on the piano. Go ahead. That was good. And all that in blue eyes, too. I want you to meet the best ever, Don Baldwin on the bass. Oh, I like that. Did Hal see that? Look at that, Hal. Walfredo Reyes and his young son on the drums. My boys. Terrific. Thank you. I mean, that was very good. This is kind of our quiet moment. See, we pulled all the stage in and made it kind of dark so we could have an intimate moment just for a change. And it's really hot tonight, isn't it? Phew. This is my new towel. You know, I just got this called an irregular. You know, that means if there's a string out, then you get 3 cents off. Not a whole bunch of them. Oh, I'd like to make a little toast. Let's see. Thank you for coming to our show. Salute, salute, l'chaim, skol, kampai. Oh yeah, that's a newie. And well, here's looking up your old address. Oh, that was Joe Lewis. I loved him. Wasn't he wonderful? You know, we were reminiscing, or at least I was jabbering around there about MGM in the early days. And when I was 16 years old when I first went to MGM Studios to work, and there was the most wonderful star there called Judy Garland. And she was always my favorite. And of course, every song she ever sang, she made great. And if I had to pick one, you know, that was my absolute favorite, I don't think that I could. So I guess I'll sing one of my other favorites, Tammy. If I... No, I'm not going to... I'm kidding anyway. No, I'm going to sing Oh My Papa. Quickly you forget. No, I haven't forgotten a thing. When I was living in Los Angeles, I lived just 2 blocks from Judy Garland, and she was so wonderful. And there was one song that she sang that she loved the most. And if I may, I'd like to sing it for you. Nobody's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain and deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things, but don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true to you. Let me, you're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, but both that be fine. Now days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you, baby. I don't mean maybe. I'm with you till the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane till the sun comes out. Now let it rain and let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door, and you know the one I love walks in till the sun comes up. I wanna love you. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things, one of those crazy things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me, let me, let me.